Welcome back to the podcast that helps you learn English while learning how to learn better. Today's topic is something every student, learner, and professional has dreamed about at some point. How can I study faster and still remember everything? We've all had those moments before an exam, staring at pages and pages of notes, feeling overwhelmed, wondering how we'll ever fit it all into our brains in time. The truth is, studying faster isn't about working harder. It's about studying smarter, using strategies that actually make your brain remember more in less time. So in this episode, I'll share 10 proven study hacks that can help you learn so effectively, it almost feels like cheating. But it's not. It's science. Let's dive in. Hack number 1, the 80-20 rule. Focus on the important 20%. Here's the truth. Not everything in your textbook matters equally. The Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, says that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. So instead of trying to study everything, ask yourself, what are the most likely topics to appear on the exam? What are the key concepts that connect everything else? Once you identify that 20%, focus 80% of your time there. Master the foundations, the formulas, the definitions, the main theories, and suddenly, everything else becomes easier to remember. Smart studying isn't about memorizing more. It's about memorizing what matters most. Hack number 2. Use the Feynman technique to teach what you learn. This technique is based on how scientists like Richard Feynman mastered complex topics. Here's how it works. 1. Choose one concept you just learned. 2. Try to explain it in simple English, as if you were teaching it to a child. 3. When you get stuck, that's the part you don't truly understand. 4. Go back, learn it again, and simplify your explanation. When you can teach something clearly, it means you understand it deeply. And deep understanding always beats surface memorization. Hack number 3. Study in 25-minute sprints, Pomodoro technique. Your brain wasn't built for hours of nonstop focus. It works best in short, intense bursts. That's why the Pomodoro technique works so well. Study for 25 minutes, no distractions. Take a 5-minute break. After 4 sessions, take a longer 20 to 30-minute break. This keeps your brain fresh and your energy high. It's like running short sprints instead of a marathon. You go faster, recover faster, and perform better. Hack number 4. Use active recall instead of rereading. Most people make this mistake. They read the same notes again and again, hoping something will stick. But your brain doesn't remember by seeing information. It remembers by retrieving it. So instead of rereading, test yourself. Cover the notes and ask, what was this about? Use flashcards or apps like Anki or Quizlet to quiz yourself regularly. Every time you try to recall something, your memory grows stronger. Active recall feels harder, but that's why it works. Hack number 5. Change study locations to boost memory. Believe it or not, studying in different places actually helps you remember better. When you review material in a new environment, like a different room, a cafe, or even outside, your brain builds more contextual connections. That means you'll recall the information in more situations, including during the exam. So don't always study in the same chair. Change your environment, and your brain will remember more than you think. Welcome back. Now that you know the first 5 strategies for studying faster, it's time to go deeper into the psychological and practical hacks that make your brain remember longer, focus harder, and perform better under pressure. Here are the final 5 proven study hacks that can make studying for exams feel almost effortless. Let's begin. Hack number 6. Use the blurting method for speed review. This method is perfect when you're short on time but need to review a large amount of material. Here's how it works. 1. Take a blank sheet of paper. 2. Write everything you remember about a topic. No looking at notes. 3. When you're done, open your notes and check what you missed. 4. Repeat the process until you can recall the key points quickly. It's called blurting because you blurt out everything in your mind. It helps you identify what you know versus what you don't instantly. This technique turns your weaknesses into a study plan. Hack number 7. Use spaced repetition to lock knowledge into long-term memory. If you've ever crammed the night before an exam, you already know. You forget almost everything a few days later. That's because short-term memory fades fast. Spaced repetition fixes that. It means reviewing information at increasing intervals, like this. Review after 1 day, then after 3 days, then after 7 days, then after 14 days. Each review tells your brain, this is important, keep it. That's how you move information from short-term to long-term memory. Apps like Anki, Remnote, or even a simple calendar reminder can help you apply this technique easily. Hack number 8. Use dual coding. Mix words and visuals. Your brain loves visuals. It remembers images much faster than text. So instead of only reading, draw diagrams, mind maps, or flowcharts while studying. When you combine visuals and words, you're using 2 parts of your brain, verbal and visual, making the memory stronger. Even something as simple as drawing arrows or color-coding notes can help you understand connections between ideas faster. Dual coding equals faster learning plus longer memory. Hack number 9. Use the brain trick of studying before sleep. This is one of my personal favorites, and it's backed by neuroscience. When you study right before sleeping, your brain continues to process that information during the night. It's called memory consolidation. Your brain organizes and stores what you learned. So instead of scrolling on your phone before bed, take 10 minutes to review key notes or flashcards. You'll wake up remembering more than when you went to sleep. It's one of the simplest and most powerful hacks for retention. Hack number 10. Use English immersion to study smarter, not harder. If you're learning in English or preparing for exams in English, you can double your study efficiency by immersing yourself in the language while studying your subjects. That means watching YouTube videos about your topic in English, reading summaries or notes in English, explaining what you've learned out loud in English. This way, you're not just preparing for the exam, you're improving your English speaking, vocabulary, and comprehension skills at the same time. It's like training 2 muscles with 1 workout, and it makes studying feel more alive, not just academic. Review after 1 day, then after 3 days, then after 7 days, then after 14 days. Each review tells your brain, this is important, keep it. That's how you move information from short-term to long-term memory. Apps like Anki, Remnote, or even a simple calendar reminder can help you apply this technique easily. Hack number 8. Use dual coding. Mix words and visuals. Your brain loves visuals. It remembers images much faster than text, so instead of only reading, draw diagrams, mind maps, or flowcharts while studying. When you combine visuals and words, you're using 2 parts of your brain, verbal and visual, making the memory stronger. Even something as simple as drawing arrows or color-coding notes can help you understand connections between ideas faster. Dual coding equals faster learning plus longer memory. Hack number 9. Use the brain trick of studying before sleep. This is one of my personal favorites, and it's backed by neuroscience. When you study right before sleeping, your brain continues to process that information during the night. It's called memory consolidation. Your brain organizes and stores what you learned. So instead of scrolling on your phone before bed, take 10 minutes to review key notes or flashcards. You'll wake up remembering more than when you went to sleep. It's one of the simplest and most powerful hacks for retention. Final reflection. So let's review the 10 hacks that can make you study faster and smarter. 1. Focus on the most important 20%. 2. Teach what you learn. Feynman technique. 3. Study in short, powerful sprints. 4. Use active recall. 5. Change your study environment. 6. Blurting method. Spaced repetition. 8. Dual coding. 9. Study before sleep. 10. English immersion. Each hack may seem small, but together, they build a system of focus, memory, and momentum. Because fast learning isn't about speed. It's about clarity, repetition, and smart strategy. So don't study harder. Study better. And soon you'll be the one people look at and say, "How do they learn so fast?" If this episode helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who's preparing for exams. Together, you'll learn not just English, but how to master the art of learning itself. You've got this. Study smart, speak better, live brighter.